Sometimes you just have an issue that you're like, I don't know how to necessarily move forward with this. I'm getting differing views from my friend group. So what do I do?
Call Ben Kelly.
When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
Hello, Craig.
Morning. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Will you walk us through what you sent us?
Yes, with pleasure. Okay, my wife makes an incredible salary. I don't know if I can say how much, but let's just say, I do okay, but my salary is roughly like 1/10 of hers.
Oh.
With no prospect of like going much higher anytime soon, or honestly, for the rest of my working life. Right?
Wow. Well,
Okay, well, kudos for her.
I was going to say congratulations. You hit the jackpot, it sounds like.
Absolutely. No shame at all. I absolutely did. But like both of us, we work like equally long hours, so we could live very comfortably on her salary, right?
Sure.
But she insists that I keep working to contribute to like the family finances.
Okay.
And that's kind of where I'm hung up at. A little backstory, I guess. We have 2 young kids and a nanny. We have a nanny that helps out with them. And I never thought that I'd say that in my life, but I have a nanny. We have a nanny.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it, Craig. I get it.
Also, congratulations.
Yeah. We have a nanny, and we have another lady that comes in regularly for like domestic help.
Okay.
It actually makes better sense financially for me to be a stay-at-home parent, and I want to be a stay-at-home dad. I really do. But my wife just doesn't, she just doesn't even want to entertain that idea, and it's killing me. It is. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why she insists that I work when she has a stable and high-earning job. I'm just going to say it. She makes over $400,000.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure that helps you guys live comfortably.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so I was reluctant to say it, but like I just need some backup on it because like I'm only making like $40K.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really make sense. Does it? It's not just me. It just doesn't make sense, honestly.
And you said you guys work about the same amount of hours every single week, and it's just like, the pay discrepancy is obvious.
Well, stress and all that stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just about to say, and I'm like so much more stressed making so much less money. It just makes sense. And so like every week I'm just tempted, honestly, I really am. Every week I'm just tempted to quit my job and then just kind of like apologize later. You know what I mean? Just do it and then apologize later and then like, hey, stay-at-home dad, let's continue our life this way.
Wow. Okay, so I guess you're coming to us and being like, hey, how can I get my wife on board with me becoming a stay-at-home dad?
Yes.
Wow.
And in a justification, too, honestly. I've reached out to friends, and, they're being very supportive of her. Some are, it's half and half. So, I don't know. I just kind of need some justification and, I guess, a little bit of help on how should I go about it.
Do you think that she's kind of concerned that you're going to, I don't know, grow to resent her later or something? As if you feel like she is like in charge, being the breadwinner or something like that? Like some sort of power struggle thing?
Nope, absolutely not. I am like the most supportive, and I understand like our dynamic in regards to finances.
Yeah.
And I am like 110% okay with it. It's just how the cards were dealt. So there's going to be
threatened. Yeah.
No, absolutely. There's going to be nothing there. I don't know. I just feel maybe, I don't know. Like my 40,000 will help even more, towards our future. I can be a stay-at-home dad, and we can be with the kids like 24/7 and just build that relationship with them. And I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I don't know what you're paying the help, the nanny and the other lady that comes in to help. But if you save those salaries, it would probably even out, right?
I would think, plus or minus, if I can be completely frank, plus or minus like 10,000. But it's worth it.
Yeah.
If I can be at home with the kids, and that's what I want.
Craig, I mean, first of all, kudos to you for having that outlook where I know the stigma and a lot of guys would not be comfortable with their wife earning not just more, but 10 times more than they are. So man, I mean, kudos to you, man. I mean, I tell you, honestly, family is obviously important. And I kind of lean on the side of quit your job and ask for forgiveness later and say, hey, I'll work on trying to get maybe another job. But until then, let's see how this goes and go from there. Yeah. But we got a lot.
But support goes both ways in a marriage. You say you've been supportive of her and her career. She needs to be, I think, supportive of what is going to make you happy as well. And if that means you staying home and taking over, a lot of the jobs of, looking after the kids in the home and all that kind of stuff, then she, I would think, should understand that's her role to be supportive of you doing that as well.
Right. And that's the thing. I want to do it. There's not going to be any animosity, gosh, anything like that. I want to do it.
Well, Craig, we got a lot of people chiming in, too. So if you want to hang out for a minute, we can try to help you work through this. And again, thanks for talking to us. And please keep us posted on everything.
No, thank you. Yes.
So I just keep thinking, people bring value to every relationship. And it doesn't necessarily refer to monetary value.
Yeah, I got a text message that says that exact same thing. Having a parent at home is value that you can't put a price tag on. Megan says he could maybe invest in a work from home opportunity so he can take care of the kids and still contribute to finances.
I'd love to hear if there's any stay-at-home dads who are in this situation where it's wife's the breadwinner, and so it
works for us, and this is how we do it.
Yeah, exactly. That might help in this situation, especially if you had to have that conversation. 502-571-9970. With group therapy. So Craig makes a tenth of his wife's salary and wants to quit his high stress job to be the stay-at-home dad to their two kids, right?
Yes.
Wife not on board, won't even entertain really the idea. So he's like, how do I convince her?
Yeah, Amy said this is more about more than salary. Would you really be the domestic engineer? Or would you be playing with the kids, eating snacks and taking naps? Being a stay-at-home parent is about a lot more than money. She may not be saying it, but that might be the real issue. She just doesn't want to say it out loud. Doesn't sound like she has the confidence in you to adequately replace the nanny and domestic helper.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that are rolling in going, yeah, but would he really? Be the stay-at-home dad? Would he have dinner ready at, when she got home from work after a high-stress day?
You don't know unless you try it. And I feel like if she has those expectations, she can lay those out and, then see if he agrees to all that. They just kind of work out what she's going to expect him to contribute. There are a lot of ways that he can contribute to the house. And if, maybe he might be awesome at all that stuff.
Right, exactly. And yeah, I don't know what he does right now to help with the house because maybe not much just because they have help that does that. So I don't know if he's been able to prove himself, but maybe there is a period of time where he can be like, hey, look, I've done all this. I've done all this. I've done all this. Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, Tiffany said my father was a stay-at-home dad for years in the 80s. He and my mom both loved it. I say, if you can do it, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to look at it because it sounds like obviously if she is in such a high-paying job, she's smart. She earned it. She has a good mind about her. And so talk to her, financially. Okay, this is what I make. This is what we pay for this, and this. I can do all of that.
Yep, lay out the financials.
And we can save that money and more if we do, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Yeah, Laura says, sounds like you're unhappy at work. Maybe it's time to look for a new job. Like maybe if you just changed up your job and you were happier, it wouldn't be an issue. And Amber's like, what if she gets fired tomorrow? Being the only income can be hard. So all those things can happen at the same time. I'm sure she's saving you future arguments.
Well, if she gets fired tomorrow, I don't know what their current house situation or lifestyle situation is, but it's going to change regardless, because if I'm assuming that his salary alone, right as
Couldn't
it
support
is,
their lifestyle. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and then Amber's also saying she needs a partner, not another child to take care of.
Dang, guys.
I didn't get a sense that he was like, a big kid who was just looking at this as an opportunity to hang out.
All right. Well, I think Kelly and I are almost going against a lot of the majority of the comments that we're getting and saying, go do it. Live your best life as a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, I mean, I think if he could if they need to have a clear conversation about like her expectations and make sure that he's cool with all that, and then just try it out. If it's not working, if he finds out that, this isn't what he thought it would be or whatever, then maybe he can look at finding a different job that's going to leave him more fulfilled and less stressed out and all that stuff.
What if he took...
I mean, all you can do is just try it.
What if he took a week off of his work and, gave the help a vacation?
Off, yeah.
And just said, hey, look, this is what I want to try and show you that this can be a thing. And I realize a week is so much different than doing it full time 100% of the time, but at least... maybe there's a little bit of an idea of, okay, maybe this could work, type of thing. So I don't know. All right, Craig. Hey, you know what? Good luck, buddy. Keep us posted. I think you do it. And kind of go back to the whole, just quit and say, well, things happen.
Well, we got another text from Amy and just said, just get fired. Then the decision is made.
Then the decision is made, right? All right. Well, hey, keep us posted. All right. That is group therapy.